I want to welcome you all to it. Believe me, I know it's Saturday, and I've been acting like it's Saturday all day. Took a step back, looked at a little TV, something you shouldn't do. Not too much TV, man. TV is crazy. TV is it could be damaging to your brain. And I'm not even joking all the way when I tell you that, man. I mean, I say it with a little grin, but come on, guys. TV is crazy, man. Oh, TV is crazy. The stuff they put on TV. You know what I'm saying? Black Power, what's up, man? What's up, Renee Nisbet? New people. I got new people in the house, man. Because I know I would have remembered saying Venus. Renee. I think I would have. What up, though? All right, so let me welcome everybody, man. Let me welcome you all to the show. I will be shouting people out, but let me get to the topic because this topic is bananas. Bananas, Cocoa Puffs, crazy. And I came up with it on the fly while watching a little bit of, look, don't judge me, right? I watched a little bit of Hardcore Pawn, the Pawn Shop Show. See, I know how your mind is, you two people, Wolfpack, Tim Black's Wolfpack. I know how your mind is, Midcat. You thought I meant porn or prawn. No, Pawn Shop. You know that Pawn Shop show that comes on, is it True TV? Anybody know what I'm talking about? I think it's True TV. Yep. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Well, it's the show, man. I'm trying to tell you guys. Oh, my God. Oh my God, have you seen this show? So anyway, here goes the topic of the show. Tonight's topic of the show is stereotypes and stupidity. We're talking about American stereotypes and American stupidity, right? Now look, I'm going to keep it real 100 with you like I always do. I was going to make it black stereotypes, white stereotypes, and stuff like that, and we get into that. But you know what, man? Everybody has stereotypes. If you watch the show Hardcore Pawn, you're going to see every stereotype known to man be on display. You understand what I'm saying? Every stereotype. It's every stereotype. Just throw them all together, smash it together, and sell it to the people. Here you go. Here you go. And people buying it. Wait, how long has that show been on? Anybody know that show? Oh, damn. Let me, Meerkat, hold tight, Meerkat. Because I like to be able to see the comments without moving my phone. And I can't see that good. I can't see the comments from over there. I want to know, anyone know how long that show's been on? Since I'm talking about it. It'd be nice to know. I don't know how long it's been on. Make sure my volume's down. It's down. Oh, okay, Lord. Hey, Rob, Lord. Hey, what's up? Just making sure. Yeah, man, anybody know how long this show, that the Pawn Shop show's been on? Man, I saw this show, guys, and I saw every stereotype that we would all want to fight against, that we would be offended by, right? Be on display, and people just happy making money. You know what I'm saying? They just happy to be there. They just like, I'm on the show. Because y'all know that's all staged, right? Oh, come on, man. That stuff ain't real. Ain't nobody that stupid. They come in there with a pair of old earrings that turn color, wanting $60. Nobody's that stupid. Guy come in there with a half-eaten piece of toast and tried to get $20 and then got mad and cussed the owner out because he wouldn't give him $20 for the old half-eaten piece of toast. Come on, man. This is all set up. It's reality TV, which is really some BS. TV is really what it is. Come on, man. Holler at me, Wolfpack. Come on, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Give me some love, man. I know you know what I'm talking about. Look at this crap, man. So look, I'm going to open up the phone lines. But look, here's a topic. I want to know. I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to start it off. Here goes the question. I hear a lot of people talk about black stereotypes, but there are stereotypes for everyone. Are you offended by the stereotypes that exist for whatever group you belong to? And if so, why are you so offended by them? Because see, here's what I think. I think that only idiots believe stereotypes are true. They have to only a person who is somewhat bigoted already would believe a stereotype, because come on, man. You can't generalize a whole group of people based on whatever's in your head or what one person did, or you saw the pawn show and this woman acted this way, so all women act this way. That's the way I see it. But I'd like to know what you think. The number is, it's the Stereotype Show, fam, 323-870-4064. I would love to hear what you have to say, what your thoughts are on stereotypes. Do you think stereotypes are bad, or do you think the stereotypes that apply to your race, do you think it's anything? Is it based in truth? Anything in that area, I want to hear what you think, all right? Give you a little room with that, but it's got to be about stereotypes. And you got to have some balls. You got to have some courage to just tell the truth about how you really feel now, whether it be your stereotypes or someone else's. All right? All right. I knew it. Look. I knew what was up when I started saying, you know what? I know who's going to come through on this joint. I already know. What's up, Kim? How you doing, lady?
How's the king?
I'm doing good now. You know what I'm saying? We all straight. We a little bit late, but we on time somewhere. What up? You know it.
Yeah, I've been listening about stereotypes. Sometimes it bothers me, like when you see the news, and I don't know why they always get somebody toothless out the hood, like the worst looking person.
Right.
Are those people playing so what? Come on, really? And I stopped watching Atlanta Housewives about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Because I seen where it was going.
Yeah.
And then it seemed like the more money they started making, the more fake they started becoming, because first the show was more authentic and stuff, and I was like, and then they were feeding into it because, they want to keep the ratings up.
Right.
And I guess you would think in this day and age people wouldn't get all hung up on stereotypes. I think people just want to be like in a fantasy type thinking. They want something beyond what they can touch.
I agree with you. I'm with you.
Yeah. They don't, everything is so superficial, so plastic. And they just keep feeding these people these fantasies. So I guess that's what they want. That's what they want.
That's what they want, man. Do you see, I hear a lot of black folks, and both you and I are black, so we could kind of, we know what the deal is, man. We both are, we're privy to the black, I would say, like, conscious movement, people who are really concerned about how we look in the media. But I'm noticing, I don't know if you're noticing, I start noticing there's a lot of stereotypes for white folks, too.
Mm-hmm.
You ever paid attention? You ever paid attention to, like, Honey Boo Boo? Cable guy? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We joke about them, but hey, man, I wonder if some people get offended by that shit. What you think?
I do. I get offended by it because the part that I get offended by is the stereotypes that they depict of African American women, like we don't get along, we don't have a sisterhood, all we do is just stab each other in the back, argue, call each other a sack full of bitches and hoes, and all that, and there is I'm not going to say a particular race of people,
right,
but there are people out there that fully believe that black women conduct themselves like that 24/7, 365.
Yeah, there are people who believe that they do. Yeah, because they're ignorant. They think that they judge the whole off a few. But you know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Those few get put in their face so much that they think that's the reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, it goes both ways.
I'm listening.
No, I said it goes both ways too.
Yeah, it does, because we've all made, I know we have made comments. You'll see someone in real time depicted on a reality show. You'd be like, damn, they all like that.
Right. You know.
And then some people feed into it. Some people you see on the street be acting a complete fool. You'd be like, really? See, they don't think we all like that. So, people don't want to see the overall each race. I would hope they don't want to see their own people depicted in certain stereotypes, because then it is a reflection. Now I go back. I always talk about the human family. You know, you want your family to look the best, and if you just take your time to think, and there are a lot of rational people thinking that listening as we speak. We know not all people are like that, all one particular race. You really, at the end of the day, have to take people on an individual level.
I agree.
But it's enough is going on in America where they keep that race thing and those stereotype things going to keep people charged up.
I agree. You know, I think that I'm just putting an image up here so people can see. Are you listening, or are you watching on YouTube as well?
I'm listening, but on your YouTube it's coming up kind of fuzzy, and in your chat room, it's like it's froze. I don't see nobody chatting.
Huh. Yeah, I'm looking. I don't have a problem. Well, it's saying the stream. Something about the audio. They're saying the audio settings are a little. Yeah, but I don't know. Okay. I'm seeing the chat move. I'm just making sure everything okay.
Yeah, what I see of you. I see a picture of Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah.
And her mom, and then these Donald Trump coons and Sallies.
Right.
Supporters, them two Sallies, they some Sallies.
Right. Okay, so at least I know y'all can see it. I don't know why the connection's bad. I'm gonna ask the chat room, how's the connection? Because I have there's a delay from when I talk to when they see it, obviously, but it shouldn't be that big. You know what I mean? Not too big.
I just can't get the chat. The chat room is like stuck.
Okay.
I chatted, and that's it. It just stayed right there. So I'm checking into my other laptop and see what I can tap into.
Yeah,
I have two laptops up.
Yeah, I'm looking for your last comment. I don't see it, boo. So mine is moving.
Okay.
All right,
I'm on an iPad and a laptop. Something's gonna kick in.
Hey, look. Call back in later, Kim. All right.
Okay, I sure will.
All right, love.
I sure will.
Hey, y'all, give it up for Kim, man. She let me know if my connection's right. Plus, she dropping the real. Yeah, I don't know, man. Connection thing sometimes, man. But here's the thing, guys. Couple points, man. I hope you know what? I'm gonna take a chance, y'all. I'm gonna run y'all a clip. All right, let me run y'all a clip. Hopefully, the connection is good enough for y'all to see this clip. And I'm gonna bring you over, Meerkat. Don't worry, because I want you guys to see this too. My girls stumped for Trump. First of all, are you guys aware of the Stump for Trump girls? Go on. Then she said she got a poor connection there too. I see you. I don't know. I see you. I see your comment. I don't know. Ain't nothing I can do about it, man. I'm about to roll with what I got. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna kill a couple windows. How about that? I don't know if that's gonna help us though. Anybody familiar with the Stump for Trump girls? All right, so the Stump for Trump girls, they did a rally. They appeared at a Trump rally, I should say. They appeared at a rally, and they went up on stage, and they had some things to say. And I'm going to tell you, collectively, a lot of black folks, the moment these two women walked out, collectively lost their lunch or lost their appetites. Like, all at the same time. All at the same time. I just want. I saw it. I was like, oh my God, here we go. But I want to show you the clip, and I want to get your reaction from it, and see if you think that maybe people just being overly sensitive, or do we have a reason to be somewhat like embarrassed by these two ladies? All right. So let me see if I can find the clip. Okay, I found the clip. Let me see if I can put it on the screen for y'all without too much drama. Let me get rid of my girls. All right. Let me add the screen cap. All right. So I got the screen caps up now. Let me bring y'all over, Meerkat. All right. Check it out, guys. All right. Let's see if I can rock it. All right. So we're gonna do this here for my people at home here. That should get you the whole screen. And let me go here for my people here in YouTube land. And my people in Meerkat, let me see if they can see that. Yeah, I think I have to bring it back a little bit. He turned that way. Let me see what the sign is for Trump. I can get you in the middle of the Trump sign. Okay, let's roll, guys. Now, if you're on Blog Talk Radio, what you're about to hear is the Trumpmeister, the Trumpster, the Donald. My bad, the Donald at a rally. I think this was in Raleigh, North Carolina. My man, I in Brooklyn, or was it Brooklyn, Maine? Brooklyn, Maine sent me this on Facebook. He said, "Hey, man, check this out." And I'm just like, "Yeah, let's go ahead and check this out, man. This is hilarious." Here we go. At least to me, but you know me, I got a crazy sense of humor.
How great are they? How great are they? I turn on my television one night and I see these two on television. I say, they are the greatest. What is it? They became an internet sensation. I hope you've monetized it. You want to do a little routine? Come on, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I'm glad that the media can see us and all. See, there they go. There they go. I see them. I want everybody to know, yes, that we stand behind Donald J. Trump. Yes, we do, baby. Yes. We support Donald J. Trump. Yes. We endorse Donald J. Trump. And this is going to be our next president of these United States. Yes. Yes. Oh. The silent majority has spoken, baby. Yes. We've spoken. Don't get it twisted. That's right. Come on and build that wall. Now listen, he gonna put that wall up. Yes, he is. He gonna build that wall. He gonna build it. And he gonna build it tall. He gonna build it tall. And it's gonna protect us all. He gonna protect us all. We don't want this country to fall, do we? No, we don't want it. No. Build that wall, Donald J. Trump. Build that wall. Build it.
How good. What people. What great people. Okay, let's take another one. That's great. Go ahead. Where's your person?
All right. All right. Come on now. Y'all got to call me, man. 323-870-4064. Hope that's right. All right. Let me get out of here.
Politicians are all...
I can't run too much of this now. I'm scared to run. I can't run too much of the show now. Can't run too much of the clip. Let me get out of here. Okay, clip gone. All right. 1 minute clip. All right. Hope they don't try to shut me down because I ran a little clip. All right. But I see what I'm saying? Showing you is much better than telling you about that, right? Y'all feel me? All right. So here we go, guys. Check it out. Here we go. Are you offended by that? Look, man. That's the question. Are you offended by it? I know what, I have my own thoughts. I'm going to write down a couple thoughts. Okay? Uh-huh. But I want to know, are you offended by it? And I got my thing, because I don't want to forget it, but I'm not going to say it. Because, see, I could dominate the show. I don't want to dominate. I want the people to speak their minds here. I come later. I'm going to get my time in. I get my time in later. Let me hear what you have to say, folks. Let me see. Oh, I think I know who this is. This could be my brother Dre. Let me see who this is. All right. Hey, what up? You're live with Tim Black at Night. Who's this?
Yeah, Dre.
I thought so. You're Dre. What up, man?
What's good?
I don't know, man. What'd you think about the clip, man, of the Donald Trump girls, man? Does that offend you? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, that offends me, man. They just like just two big Humpty Dumpty looking Aunt Jemima like mammies. You know what I mean? That's definitely big coons. I want to be surprised if they got paid to do all that.
Right. Hey, look, man. So you let me let you keep going. What's up, bro? So you say they coons, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's really a coon. I mean, the people called you a coon. You're not a coon. That's a coon. People like that, you know, they just like, what is Donald Trump really gonna do for us? I mean, Donald Trump don't care about us. They got paid just like those other pastors, all them black pastors. They're just really chasing the dollar, and it's not a good representation of us. Like I said, like they're like Aunt Jemima, just two big fat black women. I mean, I know that's we got a lot of those, but we got some nice ones too. I mean, I just hate when they just get up on the TV and just make us look bad, giving us a bad name as black people.
Well, hey, I mean, that's one way to look at it, man. Definitely, and if that's how you feel about it, man, I mean, that was my first reaction as I've been putting together the show tonight. Though, you know, I got different ways of looking at it, but that don't really change the fact I do think they are somewhat embarrassing. But you know, I got different point of view on it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people gonna agree with you. I think a lot of people gonna see it the way you see it.
Right.
Yeah, word. You know, a lot of people gonna look at them and say, and they are too. I mean, even on that video, it's a lot of negative comments. But Dre, here's my thing, man. Are we being hard on them than say white people would be on Honey Boo Boo?
Thing about Honey Boo Boo is Honey Boo Boo getting money from TV. These people they're chasing like Twitter fame or their little 15 minutes. I mean, white people are hard on Honey Boo Boo. Think about it. Like, how many fat white females is on TV, reality show or not? The white community don't really showcase them. They they Pam Andersons and like all the bad bitches, like the good ones. I mean, we're hard on our people, but I mean, they don't really go too hard on their people just because they control everything. They go hard on one person and then they'll switch it up next week.
Yeah, man. I mean, I look, man. I ain't gonna disagree with that. I think that because they got so many different people that you can see on a daily basis, they could just not watch that particular woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many white women on TV that they won't let one white woman who's illiterate or ignorant and who doesn't take care of herself physically, who has questionable like hygiene or whatever, upkeep or whatever. However she comes across, they won't let that define them. Like it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It'll never define all white people because there's too many white people. Frankly,
right.
And there's too many examples on TV for you just to point to that one. But man, don't you think we have enough examples of intelligent sisters that these two don't make us all look bad?
Then showcase. Yeah, look what showcase. Love and hip hop chicks, fighting and just ratchet stuff.
Yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you. Yeah, like originally, man, I had a problem with Tariq Nasheed said, you know what I'm saying, and I understand where he's coming from as time went on, because he didn't know how I conducted myself on that show I went on, Dr. Phil. He didn't know, right? He just assumed how people roll, you know, like they get a chance to get on TV and then they show off. But I did the opposite, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't know that because he didn't see the clip. He didn't know I did the opposite at the time, you know? But yeah, I know what he's talking about, and I know what you're talking about too. I respect that.
Yeah, I heard it, and I was just like, I just knew that it wasn't the case, but it's just like, you know how he just sometimes try to be funny and he'll just keep going. And just,
right.
I don't know. I mean,
it's all good.
That's my dog. I mean, I listen to him. But
right.
I mean, I fuck with you.
Yeah, no doubt. And look, man, I don't even hold that against him, and it's not to score points with him. It's just the truth, man. I mean, he in his lane, I'm in my lane, but I know what he meant. You know those dudes, man. They get up there and they just trash black folks in front of white folks just to get points. You know, I didn't do that. And I know what he was, you know what I'm saying? I know who he was really talking about. It wasn't me. I just represented that when I called in his show. I was the representation of that because that's what we were talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I actually went back and listened. I actually went back and watched the whole show because I remember, I think you put it up. And I watched the whole thing, and it was just like the lady was. It's crazy. It's old, but it's like the lady was dumb for doing that anyway.
Right.
She knows she was wrong.
Yeah, he would have went in on his own show, but yeah, he'd have gave her. He'd have been me. He'd have been bad too. He'd have been worse than me, probably. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how Tariq can get. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He wouldn't have been all jokey joke. He would have been slicing her deep with this. You know what I'm saying? He would have been cutting her ass deep. But anyway. No doubt. All right, man.
Yeah.
Look, hey, thanks, Dre, man. I appreciate you, man, for speaking your mind, man. And like I said, I think we kind of hard on one another, but yeah, they kind of some garbage. So yeah.
Word.
Word.
All right, man.
All right, fam. Oh, y'all, give it up for Young Dread, man. I appreciate anybody speak their mind, man. It's a hard subject, man. I need some diversity, man. Call up. Look, man, 323-870-4064. Stereotypes. Man, they exist for everybody. I don't know. I would like to know how white folks feel when they see a Honey Boo Boo, when they see, I don't know, what's his name, Phil Robinson? Them guys out there shooting deer and shit, shooting the pelicans. How do y'all feel about that? Does it ever bother you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't want to answer for the white community. I don't want to answer for Latinos, how they feel. You know, people say Latinos have knives and Latinos do this, and Mexicans work hard, and it's all these little jokes, right? But when you in your own little lane, your own little group, and that's the problem with America. We all in our own little groups. But I like to know how you feel about it. You know, like, does that bother you, or is it just some people too sensitive? Can we move past it? Does it matter? You know what I'm saying? And does Hollywood play that shit up, man, for money? I think they play it up for money, and they use it against all of us. All of us. And the sooner we start getting over, the better all of us will be. Because sometimes I think people live up to stereotypes because they think this is how they're supposed to conduct themselves based on this shit. Like, if you don't have good role models, guys, if our kids don't have good role models, right? You know what I'm saying? Then they will emulate this crap they see. So I think, is art imitating life, or is life imitating art? Feel me? Somebody let me know if they know what I'm talking about. Man, great, man. Rob, how you doing, bro?
Hey, Tim, I'm doing all right tonight. Hey, you know what? Coming from a state that has defined stereotypes,
yes,
and that's
sir.
why I was popping off in there in the chat. I said, any southern state, including us West Virginians, we are the butt of the wife beater, toothless, barefoot, pregnant, trailer park, mayonnaise sandwich eating. You know what I'm saying? We, if you didn't know any better, the whole show of Honey Boo Boo takes place in West Virginia.
Yep.
So I understand the stereotypes. We get it. And when you say about, the Phil Robertsons and the Honey Boo Boos, it's not off the truth. We know these people. They are part of the state. They're in Northern California, though. They're in Oregon. They are everywhere. Every time I read the news of some kooky, crazy idiot that gets caught banging an animal or something like that, I'm reading like, please don't be from West Virginia. Please don't be from West Virginia.
So y'all do it too. So Rob, you do that too. Okay.
It's just one of those things. We get poor. It's no stereotype to be poor. That's one thing.
Right.
But poor and crazy out there. So when I read those crazy articles and I see, this guy got caught banging a sheep or something, like, oh, he's Oregon. Great, that's Oregon. That's a progressive state. Thank goodness. Or stuff like that. We're like that. And everybody from the South is like that. We all, the TV and the movies and my goodness, even from this state alone, those wrong turn movies, they're all filmed in Canada, portrayed in West Virginia. We got some inbred mountain men out here just slaying and killing people in the woods. What was the Burt Reynolds movie?
Deliverance.
The South hasn't lived that one down.
Deliverance.
The South hasn't lived that movie down since the 70s.
Wow.
Yeah. But no, it's the same. And that's why I put in the chat room. I really don't have a dog in the fight of the two black women, because that's not my community. I can't relate to that. So,
right.
If that's how y'all feel, that's how y'all feel. So, you do the Phil Robertson and the Honey Boo Boo. Right. Like, I know, I get that. I relate to that. I see that. I know Uncle Phil's that hunt around here. I know Uncle Phil's that spout off of the mouth. They're just, their thoughts are older than what they're, they come from a time and an era that just don't get it. They just don't let go. They just don't know any better. They turned off the radio and the TV in the 1980s and left it that way. They don't know anything new.
Right. But Rob, you may not know this, man, but what you're saying is so important that other people hear it, because they don't hear they don't have these type of conversations. Like, you can't go at work and just bring up this topic with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is great. I want people to start having conversations, difficult conversations, and get to know other people. Yes, we're not the only ones. Black folks not the only ones. It's like rooting for a football team, or a basketball team, or whatever.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? You want your team to win.
We hold our football team. Yeah, exactly. We hold our football team dearly, because when they go out and play in the national stage, and they go out like the football teams that we've had here in the last decade or so, they went out and beat Clemson 70-33. They went out and beat Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl. They went out and beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. And that sets us apart because we are a tiny little state, and it's tiny little, the inbred stereotypes and the white beater T-shirt comments. They even come through ESPN. We hear through that stuff,
Yep.
But when the football team represents the state and does extremely well, we have so much pride that this is not, the Honey Boo Boos of the world is not us.
Right.
They're here, but they're not us. But again, they're also in California. They're also in New York. They're everywhere. But it's a label, and it's a stereotype, and it sticks. But, we're used to it. We're just used to it. So, but when we do good, we're glad to hear that somebody from around here does good. And I'm sure that's from anybody in the South and anybody in the North,
Right.
North Dakota, Montana, they're considered rough,
Right. I'm sure, man.
Okay.
It's natural. It's a very natural thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the human condition, I guess. I don't know. It's like I think I chatted to you a while back and said it's one of those things where you don't have to work hard to have the nicest house in the block. You just got to burn everybody else's houses down.
Yeah.
And everybody's so worried about burning their house down, trying to keep their house up. They'll throw it at them somewhere else. They'll bring that race down. They'll bring that poor down. The Honey Boo Boos, either they're extremely stupid or have no pride to themselves. That's how they want to be portrayed.
Yep.
Eating spaghetti, butter spaghettis or something. My wife showed me that clip 2 years ago. It's like, you ever heard butter spaghetti? I was like, no.
Right.
And she showed me that, and I about gagged. I was like, are you kidding me? Really? They eat ketchup, butter, and noodles, and that's a delicacy to them. Like, that's got to be scripted.
Exactly.
I don't know. Easy sellouts, I guess. I don't know. I mean, they make a lot more money than I do. What can I say?
You can
Everybody
still
keep fun. They
everything.
make a lot more money
That's
than I
true, man. Everything ain't money, but yeah, they making money doing it. You're right. They are. You're right.
Crazy. Well, I'll get off here so we can hear some other people. See who else we got to chime in there.
No doubt, man. Hey, look, Rob, thank you so much, man. I appreciate your call, bro. Give it up for Rob, y'all.
That's right.
See, here on the Tim Black Show, we talk about things you ain't gonna hear everywhere else, man. Who has the courage to talk about this story? Not just with your own group, with all groups. I want to hear from I need some Asian people to call up. How y'all feel about being said y'all can't drive? How y'all feel about that? Native Americans, how you feel about people talking about you can't hold your liquor? Huh? You can't hold your liquor. What about that shit? I mean, come on. Can I get some Jewish people call up talking about, you're stingy with money? I mean, come on. These are stereotypes that are all over our community. They're all through our comedy. They're all through comedy. Come on, I got a stream that I play on Meerkat, guys. It's like the greatest stand-ups or stand-ups you gotta see. I'm doing different variations. And those comedians, my favorite comedians, they talk about stereotypes. That's what they do. That's part of humor, being able to laugh at this stuff, But here's the thing, and I say this every once in a while, I catch it. I'm like, damn. For instance, when I see gay, homosexuals, all flamboyant, doing the extra shit, all this, I'm like, come on, man, that's cooning. That's cooning. That's extra. That's showing off. That's doing like this extra. Am I wrong for that, guys? That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they're just being themselves, or are they projecting an image that they think is what they're supposed to do because they're this way? Or this is how the media, that's another level I want to get to, man, and I know it's kind of deep. Maybe it's too deep for a Saturday, but y'all let me know. When the young black kids are extra thugging, are they imitating some shit? I think they are. We got white kids doing the same thing, though. I got Asian kids doing the same thing. I'm telling y'all, man, the media is very dangerous. And I don't want to make this the media show. But the stereotypes that we see, some of them that are negative, they get blown up by that media, man. And we let the small minority of our communities represent the whole community. Like Kim said, when the news crew come around, it seems like they always interview that same person. Come on. That same one with no teeth, like she said, no teeth. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Come on, man. And everybody just claps. Yeah, girl. I know, girl. You go here, girl. All the ignorant and the people, but there's a whole group of people going, oh my God, not again. Oh, why they have to talk to her? Why we had to talk to her? Couldn't they find somebody who could say the word and ask with a K at the end of that joint? Couldn't they talk to someone who could complete a sentence? Heck, man, I'll keep it real with you, man. When I did the Dr. Phil thing, right? The video I did, the first half was very eloquent. I was like a news reporter. I didn't curse. I was very straight-laced. And then the second half of the video, I went off. I did crazy. I cussed her out. I said all this. It was a hilarious video. 500,000 people saw that video. Now, if I'd have kept it all professional, I never probably would have been on TV. National TV. But was I put on TV because they thought I was going to come up there and do what I did on that second half of that clip? Come on now. Is that why they put me on there? Did they put me on there so they thought I was going to come up there, be on live TV? Forget a YouTube clip. They thought I was going to come on live TV, y'all, and act like a damn fool and cuss. They had to bleep me. They thought I was going to do one of them moments. You need to hide your child, hide your kids, hide your family. They doing for everybody. They fucking everybody around here. I mean, that's what they thought I was going to do? Let's keep it real, man. What are we dealing with, man? These stereotypes. This is the stereotypes, man. That's what I think. So here goes another thing. Do you think the stereotypes that exist for your group, do you think they're founded in truth, or is it all BS? Yeah, is it all BS? And do you think some stereotypes work in your favor? You know, I'll tell you, man. I remember, okay, since no one's calling in at 323-870-4064, I'll tell you a story. And I thought about this because currently there's a little battle going on between a couple people on the internet. And one of the guys, between a white guy with a lot of subscribers and a black guy with a lot of subscribers. And they're, going back and forth. And this is all great, man. People love drama. People love fun. People love drama, fun, excitement. Like, nothing does it like two people going to war when there's no bodies. It's like hip-hop. Like, when they have rap battles, that's a great thing. Hang tight for me real quick, man. That's a great thing, Well, during one of the battles, one of the black guy kept calling the white guy white boy. White boy, white boy, white boy, white boy, white boy, white boy, And it's like, and people keep wanting me to chime in on what I think about that. Do I think that's racist? Do I think the white guy was racist because he made a joke about watermelon? I think they both did their little dig at each other, but I don't think it's racist. But here's the thing. The stereotypes that exist, I think that they are damaging. They are dangerous because some people don't have the ability, or some people who are in a powerful position rely on stereotypes to make judgments about people whose lives they can't control or affect. So let's keep it real for a minute. It's okay for me to think such and such about West Virginians. That's just a personal opinion. It may be ignorant to think that every West Virginian has a refrigerator on their damn porch, is screwing their sister, right? And never heard of toothpaste. Never seen a dentist. That would be one thing. That would be ignorance to think that. But who would it really affect? No one. I'm Tim Black. I don't own it. I can't employ you. At least not yet. But what if I did? But anyway, that's the point. Some of the stereotypes that are out there, that's why it's so damaging and so dangerous, is because some of the people who listen to the stereotypes don't know the difference, don't take the time to know the difference, to know that that's not reality, that Real Housewives of Atlanta is some BS, it's just a show, that Honey Boo Boo ain't real. Well, they already know that because they're white, right? Let's keep it real. They already know Honey Boo Boo ain't does not, only speak for a very small segment of society, right? But these people in powerful positions, if they buy into these stereotypes, you don't think that affects them when they interview people? All right, come on now. Come on, guys. Come on. We have to keep it real. We can't just dismiss it and be like, Now, my man C. Burwell, 1970, says, all stereotypes are stupid. That's true, but some stereotypes are dangerous. Because some stereotypes can keep your ass from getting a job. Do you know how many women have joked? Well, now I don't even think they're joking. They think because I'm a dark-skinned black man that I beat women. You look like the type that would beat a woman. Like, well, what gives you that impression? Why would you think that I am abusive? Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, probably for some women it's, they probably like that the aggressive nature, they may like pick up on something. But for some women, they like say, I've heard people say that on YouTube, like, you seem like the type that would beat a woman, hit a woman. Like, why? Because I have a deep voice? What is it? These stereotypes we're talking about. All right, now let me go check out. I think this is my man Bass. Try and get the numbers right. Hey, what's going on? You're live with Tim Black. Is this Bass?
Yeah, this is Bass, Tim.
What up, Bass, man? What are your thoughts, my friend?
About the stereotype?
Yeah, exactly.
I think some of it is based in truth on certain things.
Some of it is. Some of it is. Some of it is.
Yeah, because look at some of the comedies that are out there. Look at some of the comedians. I mean, damn, they make their living off of stereotypes.
Yeah.
Some of them do.
Yeah, they do. They do.
But, like, I've always had a bit of a, when I was growing up, I had a bit of a dilemma because I was caught between two races. I'm a breed. My mother was Native American and my father was European Irish mostly.
Okay.
And it seemed like it never failed. The Irish side of the family always reminded me I was Indian, and the Indian side of the family always reminded me I was Irish growing up, you know?
Right.
And as far as the Indians drinking, I think some of that's based in truth, but I've seen alcohol make a lot of people stupid.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, like Rob was talking about the wife beaters, you know, somebody starts wearing it and then pretty soon everybody's wearing it and then a certain category starts and then everybody starts going, oh yeah, check out the guy with the mullet and the wife beater, Joe Dirt, alive and well.
Mullet and a wife beater, Joe Dirt. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. But as far as those two black women, you know, they didn't bother me. I thought most people that aren't used to speaking to large crowds and stuff, when they stand up or when they get interviewed by a journalist or something like that, they make fools of themselves because they don't know how to talk. You know, I'm sure I've probably said the foolish things on your show because I'm not used to speaking to a bunch of people. It hadn't really dawned on me that I am speaking to other people until a couple times after I listened to your videos again.
Right. But look, just so you know, Bass, those two women have a YouTube channel, and they are worse on their channel than what they were at that rally. In fact, some people said, looks like they were a little bit nervous, so they toned it down.
So they're kind of like a train wreck. You just can't stop watching them, huh?
That's it, man. That's it. That's what they do.
Yeah, but if you know, you could say they were stereotypical black women because they sounded like they were preaching. For some reason, a friend of mine, he's always said that the way his mother would preach at him all the time, you know, and she would not talk to him; she would preach, you know, like son. You know, really emphasis on everything. But they didn't do anything for me. They didn't help me like Trump more or hate him even less. It's just a thing that happened, and if he wants to use it, hey, go for it. You know, because I'm kind of a live and let live guy. You know, if you're not hurting nobody, then go on. Get it going. If it's what floats your boat and it's not hurting nobody, have a time at it.
Right. That's how I see it, man. I mean, I try to be that way, you know, but yeah, I think sometimes though, Bass, man, these stereotypes, I understand that they may be based in reality, but some of them are just really dangerous, man.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I mean? Because
it really is.
You know?
That was something else I was going to bring up about some of the stereotypes, you know. I know young men that wear saggy pants and they're good kids, you know. Yeah. I mean, if they found somebody's purse, they would give it back to them. I mean, they're good kids. Yep. They just dress that way, you know, but people stereotype them as little thugs, and they might get one of them hurt, you know, because people are probably less likely to give them a break.
Right.
You know, if something comes up missing and they don't know who took it, they might look right at them and go, okay, I know you're a thug. You're dressing like one.
That's right.
You know, because like I said, I live within the motorcycle community, and I've been stereotyped before. I've been profiled.
Yep.
You know, I've actually almost got arrested one time because they were looking for some guys on a motorcycle, and here's me and two of my friends were on motorcycles, and these cops zeroed in on us. And by the time we finally we had about 9 cops standing around us, and they were wanting to pulverize us. You could tell it. You could feel it in the air. And then finally, one cop said, "These ain't the guys."
Wow.
You know, because we didn't have any identifying marks or anything like that. But I think they really didn't care. I think they were amped up and they were wanting to jump somebody.
Yep.
But it also helped that one of my friends was a rather large man. It probably would have took 4 of them just to take care of him too. So
that always helps.
That might have kept him at bay. I don't know.
That's what's up.
But yeah, the stereotypical, man, I think people a lot of times are just too damn sensitive.
See?
You know?
Good point.
And it can be a satirical thing. It could work for somebody, and then again, like we just said, it can work against you.
I just want people to know, man, the stereotypes exist for everyone. Everyone has stereotypes. Everyone. Shit, we
every
got
culture.
every culture.
Yeah. See, I'm really screwed up now, Tim. Now I'm a half breed and I look like a redneck because I wear a bald cap.
See, a trucker hat. You wear a trucker hat?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Yep. So, you know, I'm really having an identity crisis now.
It's all good. Let them be
surprised. All
surprised.
right, man, I get off here.
All right, Bass, man. Hey, y'all, give it up for Bass, man. Thank you, Bass. Good call, good call. Good call, good call, good call. Man, look. I wanted to do this show because I wanted some people to realize that all people deal with stereotypes. You're dealing with stereotypes even if you don't know it, and all people are being stereotyped every minute of the day. Everyone has to fight against stereotypes. For some reason, some stereotypes are worse than others. We know that. We know it. Come on, guys. I'm not here to act like all of them have the same weight. I mean, come on. If you're Asian and your worst stereotype is you might not park too good and you do math really well, I'll take that stereotype. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that any day. You know? So, the problem is you don't get to choose what stereotypes you get. Right? So, stereotypes are serious business. They are. I'm not here to make light of it. You know what I mean? Got to keep it real. We're going to make light of it. Because some stereotypes get people killed. All right? We haven't taken it there. Excuse me. We haven't taken it there on this show. But come on, let's keep it real. If you're a cop, you grew up in America. You might watch Fox News. Right? You don't think that the stereotypes that you have about you, and you might go deal with a lot of negative people. Let me tell you something, guys. And I see you. Hang tight. I'm gonna come get you on the phone line. Hang tight. If you're an officer, you deal with some of the worst people under some of the worst circumstances daily. Just putting that out there, guys. Easy to develop stereotypes. Heck, when you deal with the public, anyone who deals with the public is going to deal with a certain set of people at some point. This can really sour you to people in general. I remember when I was in high school working retail, right? Some of the people that you have to deal with, that you got to put up with, the customers. Oh, come on, guys. Now just imagine some of them being actually coked up, or meth heads, or abusing their kids, or cussing you out, spitting at you. I mean, I'm just saying. And I'm not saying there's any defense for anyone. There's no defense because we're supposed to be professionals. Trained professionals. Paid to do a job and at a high level. Okay? I'm not saying that, right? But I am saying stereotypes are dangerous and some people live up to them joints. Keep it real. Some people live up to stereotypes. They earn every bit of that damn stereotype mark. I remember one time back in the day when I lived in this neighborhood where my refrigerator kept going out. And finally, I had to go down to that rental office. I said, look, man, y'all need to fix my damn refrigerator. And I went off in it. Now, I had been up there twice. But it wasn't until I went up there and acted like an ass. I was mad, man. I was ready to hit something. I was lit. My adrenaline was way up here. This was normal, Tim. This is where I was. Y'all feel me? You feel me, man, Cat? I'm in there trying to calm down. The property manager was standing there. He said, man, we're going to take care of it. Mr. Black, don't worry, we're going to take care of it. I said, damn, man. Why y'all make me have to act that way, man? I don't want to act that way. He said, sometimes. He was a black guy, too. He said, sometimes, bro, you got to act that way. You getting your new refrigerator, ain't you? Hey, y'all, take him a new refrigerator out of new unit, and We'll backfill theirs. We'll get them All right, bruh. That's exactly what he did. I needed to embrace the stereotype because the other thing wasn't working. Well, hey guys, how you guys doing? Hey, I've been down here a couple times. Is it possible that you could accommodate me in furnishing me a refrigerator that would keep my food cold as opposed to letting it spoil overnight, which is the current situation due to the lack of functionality in the appliance gifted to me due to my paying rent each month. That shit wasn't working. But if y'all don't fix this right now, I done gave y'all this amount of money and y'all can't get my refrigerator. That worked. If I didn't do that, I'd have been coming back down there for the next couple weeks. Till they felt like it, because see, there were other people who were acting an ass. Oh, hang tight. There were other people acting an ass who jumped in front of me in the line to get a new refrigerator. Because I'm pretty sure out of all the units they had a lot of units, big complex. I wasn't the only one with a refrigerator problem. And as long as I was easily controlled and nice and calm and did not adhere to a stereotype of whatever, right? They say he can wait. He ain't really mad. He good. Y'all feel me? Let me take a call, man. I told you I was coming back. I can't cut off on the stories. All right. Hey, you live with Tim Black. Where you calling from? Who's this? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? You live with Tim Black. Who's on the line?
Oh shit, I'm live, yo. What's good, Tim? Yo, this is Jay from Fort Lauderdale again. What's up, nigga?
Yo, what up, my man? What's up, fam? What's going on, man? Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, man, you called me earlier this week, didn't you? Florida. My bad.
This is Jason. From Fort Lauderdale. I don't think I called yesterday, but I think it was the night before for the first time or whatever. But yeah, man. Yeah, you good with your Tim Black?
It's all
good.
What
you talking about tonight, man?
We talking about race, man. We talking about stereotypes, man. And this is perfect because you are yeah.
Oh my God, stereotype! Wow.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give a round of applause for stereotypes, man. I'm speaking from. Check this out. Perfect. Hey, for everybody who's listening, I was born in '85 in Brooklyn, New York. All right, check this out. So I bleed red, white, and blue. You feel me? I'm all about this country. But my parents are Latinos. You know what that means? That like my mom is from Dominican Republic. Like, you know what I mean? Like my dad is from Colombia. You feel me? So. You already know the stereotypes that I've been through. You already know. Yo, listen, bro, just recently, right? So I'm 30, right? So I'm at this job, right? This place has been treating me good for 3 years. It's a white family-based company, you feel me?
Okay.
So she goes, it's just me and this lady. She's like, I forgot what we were talking about. Yeah. Like music or something like that, or clothes, like, you know, wearing bright clothes. And I'm a type of, you know, I like to I keep like dark colors or whatever. And she goes, oh, Jason, is that, you know, is you like just like you and your people? You love bright clothes. And I look at her, I look at this lady, I'm like, bitch, you're so lucky that I need this job. Just that I have a family. Like, I bet my parents taught me to be humble because, damn, that was some racist ass shit to say. You know, so it's just, you know, unfortunately, you know, the stereotype is here to stay. And you know what, man, we just got to play lighthearted like these people like Seth MacFarlane on Family Guy and American Dad try to make fun of all stereotypes, and you know, I laugh at things like that because you got to be light at heart these days, man. You know?
Yes, you do, man. Yes, you do. See, my thing is, and you know what? And look, man, hold on. Let me give you applause, man, for that. Hold tight, Jack. Hold on, man. Let me see if I can get this thing to work for me. Work for me.
Yeah,
man. No doubt.
Hey, you want to hear something cool, Tim?
Yeah.
Tim, let me tell you something really cool. So, you know how me and you are we are educated. Obviously, we can speak between two men, but we can keep it thorough. I can switch it up, be like, you know what I mean, you know where we from, you know how we do.
Right.
So it's really amazing to me how I'm able to change that, and it's astonishing how in Fort Lauderdale, a city like Fort Lauderdale, Miami, so heavily populated like New York, you know, a lot of multicultural places, and it's amazing how people treat me different when I'm in a tight polo and khakis, you know, than when I'm in my baggy shorts, my Jordans with my New York Yankee hat on. Like, they treat me different, bruh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like,
yeah, they
stereotypes.
do. Stereotypes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very much.
Hey, man, you already know, man. If they see me and you in the car together, they know, they already know we up to no good.
Exactly, man. When in fact, when I wear a cap, dude, sometimes I take the cap off, man, and I'm 41, and I take my cap off because I don't want to get pulled over.
Unfortunately, Tim, we have to do that as minorities because, you know, yes, there are blacks and Latinos on the police force out here as detectives, you know, and you know, they are helping, you know, they're doing their things, but, you know, unfortunately, the majority is still Anglo, and, you know, they just, it's a tough thing because, you know, you try to keep it light, but stereotype is what's really keeping all of us divided, you know, and like, you know how they say like brown and black will stick together faster than white and black, you know? And like, you know what I'm saying? Have you heard that?
I've heard it. I've heard it, man. I don't know if I believe it though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when it comes down to it, man, the way I see it, like I told you the other night, I mean, we all look different, but we all the same underneath. I told my son today we were having breakfast today at the International House of Pancakes, or the original House of Pancakes.
Okay.
And he asked me about death, man. He just started asking about headstones.
Wow.
And I'm like, what you thinking? Why are you talking about death at the breakfast table? You know, little man is thinking about death, and he's like, I don't know. You know, I was just thinking, you know, that people think about different things. And I say, you know, son, let me tell you something, that everybody, every single person that's ever lived, everybody you see, we all heading to the same place. And some people believe other things, and it's okay, son. Yeah. So I want you to know that never make fun of what another person thinks, but be firm in what you believe. Never be afraid, son. And I'm going to teach you about God. And when you get to a certain age, I mean, whether or not you believe it, it's going to be up to you, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's, you know, Tim, that's what I'm saying, you know, because as we get older, we realize that it's to the next generation, man. It's all about them.
It is. It definitely
It's all about them. We're trying to teach them the right, you know, and unfortunately, we have to teach them the history of where we come from and what continues to go on, because they are kids, man. We got to protect our boys. We got to teach them how to treat women. We got to teach them that, unfortunately, there's hate and evil out here. You know?
Yep.
So anyways, man, this is Jason. This is Jason from Fort Lauderdale, and I'm just going to end my call with two questions that are direct to you, Mr. Tim.
Okay. All right.
And so secondly, thank you for doing what you do, Tim. Keep up the news. For people who don't like watching the news on Channel 7, Yo, can you believe the nonsense news that gets shoved in front of my face on a daily basis from down here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida? As if two alligators fighting on a golf course is news, or purse snatching, or a car going through a storefront because the driver was drunk, news. Okay, my mom got her purse. All right, look, I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, no real topics are addressed unless, of course, it's Islamophobic content, right, or terror and fear being shoved down our throats,
right,
with the stereotyping smearing. I mean, honestly, man, thank God for Netflix and Amazon Prime Video. You dig me?
Man, go ahead, Jay.
So man, I'm calling from hot and extremely wet South Florida, and I got this shooting in California on my mind.
Okay.
The beheadings of other innocent humans on TV too, the stereotyping of us. I got my mind the shooting at the Carolina church by that bastard Nazi crazy white boy.
Right.
The coward who crept up on the news reporters on live TV like the cowards in Paris.
Right.
Thousands of miles across the ocean away. The towers falling when I was just a sophomore in high school. I mean, it's enough to make anyone sick and wonder, what's the point, man? What's the point? So tonight, Tim, I just want you to, just wanted to thank you. Really, I got a lot more to say, man, but I just don't want to, I don't want to be on your soapbox and shit,
Right. Hey, well, look, Jason, man, it sounds like you got your heart in the right place. You definitely sound like a father who's trying to do best by his children, man. That's a remarkable thing, man. It's a great thing, man. I just want to encourage you, man. And we're gonna talk more later, no doubt. We definitely going to talk more later. All right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, all right, man. Y'all, everybody, have a good night. Be safe out there, man. And unfortunately, be aware, there is stereotypes.
Give it up for Jason, y'all. Give it up for Jason, man. I love the energy, man. I love the energy, man. So they make my job easy, man. When people call up and they got their point of view, man, and they believe what they believe, and it's not me here. I'm not typically. I don't have to I don't want to interject. Like, you believe what you believe, and there's other people, man, that need to hear it. So let me keep it moving. You've been holding for a while. First, let me thank you for holding. Welcome to the Tim Black at Night show. You're live. Who is this? Hey, how you doing? You're live with Tim Black. Who's on the line?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am. I'm talking to you. How you doing?
Oh, hi. How are you?
I'm excellent.
This is my first time listening to you, so I'm just sitting back. That's all.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
I'm Lorraine. Lorraine.
Elaine. Well, thank you for calling, Elaine.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So you want me to put you back on hold, or did you want to make a comment? It's up to you.
Yeah, go ahead. Put me back on hold.
Okay, Elaine.
Thank you.
No problem, lady. All right. Elaine in the house. Let me put a little note here so I don't bring you back on the air like that. Let me keep it moving. Thank you for calling up, Elaine. I appreciate you, lady. Glad you found the show. We talking about stereotypes. What are they? Do they exist for everyone? And are they a big deal? And should we do something about them? What's up? What can we do about them? All right, going to my next call. Hey, you live with Tim Black? You live with Tim Black? Hey, you live? Who's on the line?
Who's on the line?
I guess this person's also just listening. Yo, hold on. Yes, did you want to come on the line or did you just listen?
No, I just wanted to say, if I'm on right now, I just wanted to say, yeah, stereotypes do exist.
Definitely. Who am I speaking? Hold on. Can you cut down the volume of? I keep hearing myself. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, so
hold tight.
I just wanted to say I love the stuff you're doing, Tim.
Okay, hold on. What's your name, sir?
James.
James, where you calling from?
I'm actually calling from Ontario, Canada.
Ontario, Canada. Let's give it up for James from Ontario.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Yeah, man, that's a little ritual, man. Whenever someone calls up for the first time, man, we try to show them love, man, because we want you back. So what's up, James? You said that stereotypes do exist. What's your comment?
Well, without a doubt. I mean, it's sometimes it's like right in front of you. Sometimes it's like literally. Sometimes it's subtle, but sometimes I've found it's really, really in your face. You know what I mean? There's some stuff I've seen on TV, not too long ago. Some of the most blatant kind of stereotypes on TV shows, sometimes on the news, because we all know how the news is. It's not really as credible as it used to be. You know what I mean?
Yes. Definitely. Definitely.
And the thing to me is I don't know if I think I heard this somewhere before, where all stereotypes are kind of based in something, but it's just like really exaggerated. I think honestly, unless it's some sort of comedy thing, really, I mean, we really shouldn't be looking at it as if a stereotype is 100% what one ethnicity is. Like, how many times have we heard the joke of the Native Americans? They're all running casinos. They're all filthy, stinking rich because of the casinos. And, I've seen some of these people. We got natives up here in Canada. Not a lot of them, own casinos or anything like that. They're all, generally, they're nice people and everything.
Right.
But, I just find sometimes it's the same repeated stereotype every time.
Right.
Like, I'm almost asking for some variety in my stereotypes in a Native American.
Right. Mix it up a little bit.
And, yeah. And, there is a stereotype, and my mother, she's Quebecer. She's Quebecer.
Okay.
And there's kind of a strange stereotype that, we're all gruff, we talk really fast, and, we're kind of brutish, and, we do things differently. And it's like, well, no, I mean, I'm French-Canadian, and I got a little bit of an Italian accent. I mean, why is it everybody's got to automatically think I'm gruff like the rest of my grandparents or my uncles? It's just, it's strange to me. I don't understand.
Yeah.
And, the worst part is it's when it's exploited. I guess is when, like, a stereotype, because you were talking about the two ladies that were for Trump,
right?
I believe, or something like that, right?
Right.
I saw them on the Dr. Drew show not too long ago, and I was watching it, and of course they had the whole sort of thing was Trump. It was the whole Trump audience.
Right.
So I was looking at it and I was thinking, okay, well, if these people want to vote Trump, that's fine. That's their choice. And I don't have any real political dog in any fight because I'm from Canada, so it really doesn't really affect us 100%. But there are those tangibles, you know what I mean?
Right.
Economics and all that, right? All that stuff. And it's just, I get the feeling that there were some people there that night that weren't really there 100%. You know what I mean? Like, they were there, but they were like, oh boy, okay, let's just get through this, and then I'll get my check, and, I'll be able to get the new DVD player, something like that. I just got that feeling when I was watching it.
Yeah.
And I think it's, man, how do I put this without just saying anything too strange?
Just put it.
No.
Uh-oh, I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
Yeah, sorry. No, please go on. Go on with your thoughts.
No. I want to hear what you were going to say, man. Look, this is a show where you can speak your mind, man. I'm not going to judge you for your opinion. Okay? I may debate it, but I'm not going to judge you by it.
Mm-hmm. I personally, I view people, we're all different. And by different, I don't just mean like different. I mean everybody's different.
Right. Right.
There are some people who would see, some people like anchovies on their pasta, on their pizza. They like pineapples on their pizza. And it's like, it's all, people are just different.
Right. Yes.
I've met people who are just, they do not fit what, believe it or not. And frankly, it's a disservice to people when we do things like label them under a certain, because let's not forget, personality type stereotyping is a thing too.
Right.
Like, it's just as much as it is with
race,
how they look or how they dress.
Right.
So, am I to assume that the guy who watches Star Trek automatically, he just likes to sit around all day and just watch Star Trek marathoning? No, of course. Why would you assume that?
Right. Well,
just a human.
I think the stereotypes, James, I appreciate your call, man, but I also think that some stereotypes were built from a good place. Like we don't have time always to get all the information we need to get about a situation. You know, like when you see a dog, you see teeth, and you think, well, that dog might bite me. You know what I mean? Your brain shortcuts to what I can't really talk, man, because you got that echo going on. Can you kill it?
Is that better?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think that some stereotypes are really like shortcuts for our brains to make decisions about situations and people. Problem is when you got the negative stereotypes, like some stereotypes don't matter. Other stereotypes may get you shot. You understand what I'm saying, James?
Oh, yeah, no, totally. I mean, there's just these situations sometimes that I think that's actually where comedy kind of does a thing where it elaborates the danger of doing a stereotype in the wrong place in the wrong time. You know what I mean? There's this tons of stuff from movies. I think one I never saw was, I think it was Malibu's Most Wanted, something along that line.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was kind of interesting. I thought it was kind of funny and just because this was in the early 2000s, this movie came out.
Right.
So
Right around
I don't
Eminem.
think this topic had ever really been done.
Yeah, right around the time Eminem like started getting it, like he was really big, like he had just started, and he was really big at that time. That's when they put that movie out.
They were throwing the whole idea that, it's, I guess you couldn't really be in rap unless you were of a certain background. I don't know. There was always, that's what I heard from a lot of friends of mine too. Was like, oh well, he's not all about that essence of rap and everything. Not like NWA or
Right.
And so it's like, I guess at some point it does kind of elaborate that, you say do the wrong thing at the wrong time. Maybe you might not be in best of health when you get done that sentence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. It's stereotype. Yeah. You can end up in harm's way just by something in their brain switches and they're thinking you fit a certain stereotype.
Yeah, or like they're giving off the wrong image, like, excuse me, you're doing that? Do you know how bad that makes me feel? Like, that kind of thing. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's sort of, how do I put this? It's sort of like some things, one person gives out an experience, and then I guess at some point it kind of just reaches over to everybody else, and then everybody just assumes that's the experience automatically. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I think I see where you're coming from, man. I think I do. Well, look, James, man, thank you for your call, man. Look, give it up for James from Ontario, Canada.
Hey, man, thanks so much for doing the work you do, and don't stop.
No.
Make the internet worth coming back to again, okay? Please. I've seen too much Trump stuff in the last while. Please do that. Please.
My man, no doubt I would do that.
Please.
That's a good guy, man. I appreciate it. Look, man, dude, when you call up to the show, man, do not worry about, look, you're not giving your last name. You're giving your opinion. And somebody else needs to hear it, and somebody else is thinking what you're thinking. They just haven't taken that step that you've taken, James. You know what I mean? Which is picked up the phone and called. I want to thank you for doing that. Here goes something, man. And I'm gonna take it there. So like me, I gotta be this way. And I'm gonna go to a black stereotype, and I want to talk about it because it's real. Okay? There's a chef on YouTube by the name of Auntie Fee. Right? Auntie Fee is a very funny lady. Very funny chef. Doing her thing. In fact, I'm upset because I wish she would have put out Auntie Fee's pies and had the same push that Patti LaBelle got. But of course, Patti LaBelle has name recognition, what have you. It's just, I like rooting for the underdog. Okay? Now, here goes something about Auntie Fee you may not know. First of all, let me say, go see Auntie Fee. Go subscribe to her channel. She hadn't paid me shit. I just like Auntie Fee. But let me give you one caveat. Auntie Fee be cussing her ass off. Oh, yeah. Auntie Fee be dropping F-bombs and N-bombs and everything else, too. If you offended by the word nigga, if you offended by the word motherfucker, any negative language, any bad language, you definitely do not want to go to the Auntie Fee show. I'd say these things very sparingly. Very sparingly. She says them whenever she feel like saying them. Now, some people call that real, and some people call that a damn stereotype. That's my point. Some people say you being real, some people say you being a stereotype. Well, you just being whatever. But the reality, like James says, everybody's different. Some people being real is being Auntie Fee. Dropping these are my ends and what's up ends and MF and all that. And some people, that's not the way they talk at all. Nor would they want to hear that type of talk. Right? And that's not their scene. And that doesn't make them fake. Right? But Auntie Fee doesn't represent every other black person who cooks. Or even, heck, I don't even know what city Auntie Fee's in. I want to say, you know what, I don't even want to guess because I have no idea. I don't think it's like on the East Coast, right? I don't think it's Baltimore. I don't think it's Jersey. I don't think it's New York. I think it's somewhere southern. But I could be wrong. She could be, I don't know, okay? But what I'm saying is, I don't think she represents anybody. I don't even think she represents her whole state. Like, there are people in her state who don't do what she does. There are people in her city who don't conduct themselves like she does on camera. Now, she could be just turned up for the camera. I don't think so. I hope not. But she could be. The point is this. Stereotypes. But would Auntie Fee be as popular as Auntie Fee is if she did not do the stuff she does on her YouTube show? I know for a fact because I read comments. Because I'm not only a person who does videos and creates content for the internet and writes and all that stuff. I read comments because I think comments are important. Now, I skip past the really racist ones, guys. Mid-cap people. Oh, I ain't going to sit there and let that, I'll block that shit. I'll block that out. But I know for a fact there's some people who say, if she stopped cussing, they'll stop watching. If she stopped if she stopped letting loose and digging in and just letting it fly, they'll stop watching because that's the draw. Because they have Food Network already. They have a sanitized cooker who just, hello folks, how are you? Hi. Here we go. We're going to make some pancakes. All right, we got some pancakes going. They've already got that. They had these. They don't want that. They get that on TV. So she got to stay turned up if she want to keep turning up her audience. So that's one side of the game. All right. Other side of the game is, and I had to learn this because you had to learn. Not every white guy talks like this. Hey, how are you? Hey, how's it going? What's up? Oh, well, I don't know about that. I don't know about this. Oh, well, that's okay. Or maybe I should go get my stamp collection. My stamp collection, and therefore my box tops, and get my Dockers on, and go down the street here. What's going on? I'm flabbergasted that you would make an assumption. Like, not all white guys talk like that. Not all white guys like wearing shirts and ties. I do for this show because it's what I have, frankly, from my days being a corporate slave. Frankly. I don't have enough cool shit. But no, I want an image to where I can project that I think is cool for me, right? I like to switch it up too. But the point is this. Not every white guy wants to wear a shirt and tie. Not every white guy wears a suit. Not every white guy wants to talk like this. Hey, how are you? Not every white guy buys Rolling Rock beer. Not every white guy is like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are stereotypes. You just look at them and you just accept them. But that's a stereotype too, right? Holla, people. So where am I going with this? All I'm saying is there are abundant amount of stereotypes. But you know what? That second stereotype with a white guy, well, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on, guys? All right. Hey, good morning to you. All right, top of the morning. All that shit. That stereotype will keep you employed in the corporate world. And it doesn't just keep black guys employed. It keeps white guys employed too. There are white guys in bathrooms doing coke. There are white guys who can't wait to get home to throw on some shorts, some flip-flops, smoke some weed, and listen to Dave Chappelle, man. Watch Dave Chappelle on DVD or something. You understand what I'm saying? Don't let stereotypes fool you. I could get deep on this subject. There are a lot of people out here letting stereotypes fool them. There are Auntie Fee type sisters, and there are sisters who are very educated, who do not have time for that bullshit. Who would be like, what are you talking? Who are you talking to? Why are you cussing? Why are you? Oh, I've met some people like that. You think they cool, like, you think they're like you, they're not like you. Just because they look like you don't mean they're like you. And there are different types of black folks, different types of white folks, different types of Latino folks, different types of Asian folks, different types of Native American folks. Everybody's different. Hell, we could go further than that. Some guys will never know how freaky their woman is, and tomorrow's going to be the relationship show, because they got stereotypes in their head about their wife. They think they got to go outside the relationship to get a freak, and they got a freak laying right next to them, but they got a stereotype about what they think women should be, and she's living up to that shit. That's why she go get another dude, because you got a stereotype in your head about how she got to be as the mother of your children, so she got to go find somebody else to really be who she really is. Hello? Don't get me started, man. I know stuff. There's an old saying. You ain't got to go over there to get some new stuff. If you had you had some new stuff here. Well, you have a freak at home if you knew that you had one. Hey, and these are all stereotypes. And the guy who's acting mal-mannered, who got to go outside his relationship to be himself because he thinks who he really is, he thinking she is the stereotype his wife wants. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, guys, stereotypes are deep things. And it's permeated and throughout our society about how we must be. And people try to wedge themselves into a stereotype to fit a certain mold. So stereotypes are damaged in a lot of ways. Not just the cop who has a stereotype in his head about you. Based on what? Where'd he get it from? Media. That's why I keep saying I want to fight the media, but I don't know if I can make that the bad guy because it don't inspire people enough. Like, they want a person. If I say I want to fight Don Lemon, people play different. Oh, yeah. Nobody, media. What's media? Like, but I'm telling you, man, it's destroying us. But those stereotypes exist, guys. We all know they exist, but on every level of everything we do, we have stereotypes of who we want to work with us, who we want to work for. I went into corporate world because of a stereotype in my head of what I thought being successful was. It was a stereotype. It was a false assumption. A false assumption, right? Let me talk to some people on Meerkat, man. I feel like I'm neglecting my Meerkat people, man. Let me start from the top, man. There's so many people here. Laura, how you doing, Laura? Thank you for restreaming and thank you for being here. Lydia came through. Lydia, hey, Lydia, how you doing? Tot Trinette. I'm reading now. C. Burrell, 1970. I already talked about him. He had a stereotypes are stupid. And he has a job. Olia, 762. Thank you for restreaming, Olia. And Steven, Steph. I'm not even going to call it. Steph's bitch? Is that really your name, Steph? Your name is Steph's bitch. That is really a very interesting name, Steph. Who gave you that shit? Interesting. People are crazy. You fit the stereotype, Steph. J Funds 1, restream this. What's up, Jay? And my man, Ron P. Rolex or Ron Prolex or Prolix. What up, Ron? However it goes. Good to have you here. But look, man, we're talking about stereotypes, and I want to hear from you before we leave. I want somebody to be my last caller of the night. I got somebody in the pocket in the queue, but I want somebody else to be my last caller. 323-870-4064. Stereotypes. do stereotypes ever work in your advantage? I'm going to tell you, stereotypes do work in your advantage sometimes. They do. It reminds me of a Dave Chappelle joke. Rob? What up, Rob? Rob Bass? Come on now. Dave Chappelle joke. When he's like he said, I used to, what was it? He was talking about, because he's from my area actually. Dave Chappelle's from D.C. originally. And he's talking about how white people act in D.C. for a long time. He's like, white people didn't want to live in D.C. because D.C. was becoming crack haven. It was dangerous. And D.C. is still a little bit dangerous, but nowhere near like it used to be, like in the early 90s. Right? And he was saying how the white people came over to D.C. And now they're not scared of D.C. They're not scared. It's like, he said, white people not scared no more. You can't scare them like you used to. Be like, boo! They be like, like, boo! And they be like, what's wrong? What the hell is wrong with you? Well, see, being a black guy, you can pull that, used to be able to pull that out your ass because of a stereotype that black guys are so scary. But a lot of black guys got their ass kicked thinking that every white guy was going to be scared of them by doing this. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, go to YouTube and look up fights. There's a lot of garbage is going to come back. But I'm just telling you, there are stereotypes that play into your advantage. Black guys are seen to be more aggressive, which sometimes can work in your favor until you go up against a guy who never heard of that stereotype or who loves that stereotype because he's a badass too. Another stereotype, that white women are so pliable. Like white women are going to go along with everything. That ain't always true either. They got your ass sitting up in court just like a sister would, or willing to knock your ass out too, or pick up something, hit you upside the head with it. Everybody's different. Everybody's an individual. Don't you let stereotypes fool you. Don't you be dumb and think that your stereotype is true for everybody. Yes, every once in a while your stereotype's going to fit. You're going to find a guy, he's going to look nerdy, he's going to have glasses on, he's going to be wearing a tight shirt, and he's going to be goofy, and he really is going to be goofy. Then you're going to run across that guy, you're going to think just because of this or whatever, yeah, and he's going to surprise you. He's going to take his glasses off and whoop that ass. Because stereotypes are not always true. Come on, man. What's up, chat room? Somebody tell me, man. Bill Lansdale. Huh? Look. For instance, what's up, Joseph Labate? Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. It takes two to make a thing go right. Hey, it takes two to make it out of sight. Yo, come on now. Look, for instance, Rob don't sound like your average white dude, but he's from West Virginia, he's a white dude. He said he wore a trucker hat, right? Was that what he said? Or was it Bass? I think Bass said he wore a trucker hat. Yeah, you get you can get stereotyped. They both cool. Rob is a hip hop head. I know this for a fact. You know what I'm saying? He does. He has listened to hip hop. I don't know if you're gonna find him at the Young Thug concert. Like, I don't know if he's gonna be doing the dap, whatever. He gonna be doing the Cam Newton, the dab, something. I don't know if you're gonna find him doing that, but yeah, he knows some stuff. He know who Q-Tip is. You know what I'm saying? So you can't judge a book by its cover. Somebody tell me a stereotype, man. Come on, chat room, and my people, Fireshark84. Fireshark, tell me something about some stereotypes, man. Tell me a stereotype that bugs the hell out of you. Or tell me a stereotype that you like. I know a stereotype I like. Need I say more? I'm not going to reveal whether it's true or not for me. Everybody's different. Come on, man, we got to keep it real. There are some stereotypes that work. You don't think there's some lazy Mexicans benefiting like hell off the stereotype that Mexicans work hard? You don't think there's a guy who hired a Mexican and was like, God, what the hell is this, Jose? God damn it, Jose, I thought you work hard, Jose. You don't think that exists? That's never happened, you don't think? But someone believed in that stereotype. The guy got money, and at the end of the day, it's like, man, because that's what you get for thinking stereotypes are true. He wouldn't mess that money up. You pay them in advance. Never pay them in advance. Nobody. A third up front. You understand what I'm saying? I want to hear if anybody heard any stereotype stories before I get off, man. Come on. Hook me up. Hook me up. Oh, I got somebody. Hey, you live with Tim Black. What's going on?
Hey, it's Rap.
Hey, yo, Rap, what up? Hold on, Rap. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see, where is it? There we go.
Motherfucker, get out of my face!
Why you haven't called up, man? Come on, Rap.
Oh, man. Boy, you ought to be shaming yourself.
Hey, look, for anybody
It wasn't because I wasn't scared or anything. Don't be putting that out.
Hold on. Here it goes. Look, guys. I just want to put it out there. See, this is the thing. Rap is one of my Tim Black Wolfpack people, man. He's in the comment section pretty much every night religiously. This guy's a big supporter. So when he didn't call up for a while, we just got to give him a little, we got to give him a little this, you know what I'm saying? We got to mess with him a little bit. But it's all love, Rob. All love, man, Rap. So, Rap, what's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts about stereotypes? He works in the school system. What's up, Rap?
Oh, man, I hear the stereotypes all. I mean, I get them because, for me, people think because I talk proper, or try to talk proper. I'm not that great, but,
right.
Of course I get you sound white. And because I don't talk Ebonics, like right out hard. A lot of times I'll say the word dude to like other students, kind of, because it's kind of like filtering me from saying something I'm not supposed to say. So they'll eat me up when I say that. But as far as like my parents, I've got kids talk about my shoes and they got tape holding their shoes together. So I don't know if that's a thing where you gotta, if it makes you feel bad. The stereotypes aren't gonna go away. So
right.
I mean, so many people made profited off of it, and it sucks when like you're saying that it does hurt, or that it has that negative that it can be negative and hurt people.
Right.
But I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, man.
But
yeah, I agree with you, Rap, man. We got to be willing, man. We got to let some of that stuff slide off us, man, because you can't defeat it, man. These stereotypes are huge. You can't defeat them all. Don't walk around with your fist balled up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it's sad because we're in an age or at a time where you can educate yourself. So like if there is an age, you're around a lot of black people, and there's Asian family that that's at work. Rather than assuming, you can educate yourself and look up something on them, but more than likely you're gonna stereotype. I know there's some people that I grew up in Hawaii, so I was around a diverse, like a lot of Asians and Polynesians. But I've met some black people that assume that all Asians know kung fu. Right. And it's funny because it's stupid to think that. Some people. I don't know if they really think these things, but every race has their lower class, and that they have their group of people that are working just as hard as you are,
right.
Trying to make your living. But a lot of people think that all Asians are rich.
True.
Now, I've met Asians that have money,
right.
But I've met those Asians that are drinking them cheap beers and not them green bottles.
Right.
So,
exactly. No doubt.
So, it is what it is. I do want to make a comment on the was Stump for Trump.
yeah, do that. Go ahead.
I had to go back and I was at the store when it played, so I had to go back and look at that. But I got to the point where, you know, when I see like that, you know, rather than, you know, clown them and who was that called? Was that Los or was that was calling him Aunt Mama?
Young Dread.
Oh, that was Dread?
Yeah.
Yeah, he roasted them.
Yeah,
but,
he did.
But you know, I don't. If they were out there like talking about, you know, ending a race or, you know, killing a bunch of people, then, you know, I'd have a problem. But if I don't know, maybe Trump did something, you know, did something for them,
right?
That it helped them out. So I don't know their situation,
right?
You know, so I'm just real hesitant. I try to be hesitant to, you know, jump to conclusion and judge,
right?
Because, you know, they probably get roasted from where they are, so by their own people. So why would they care what their people think if you know, they get called fat and this and that?
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, I'd rather I feel more comfortable with what they did than, you know, some of this other crap that's put out. And if they sold out, you know, it's not like they're the first black people to, you know, do something that will be considered selling out. So, you know, they got twerk team.
Right.
I will not, if I had a daughter, I would not be encouraging her to twerk, or not at a young age at least. And you know, I'm up in elementary schools and I got little black girls trying to do the dances that, you know, Nicki Minaj is doing. And it's I just shake my head, but because, you know, that's just an at-home thing, I believe. So
yeah, the home. Yeah, I agree.
And see, I'm pretty sure that black girls are stereotyped with knowing how to twerk when it's I mean, you got Miley out there twerking. Everybody twerks. I mean, it's just the stereotypes are. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's just like the stereotype of black people love like chicken. So by that point, every KFC, Popeye you go to isn't gonna be nothing but black people in line, right? No.
That's what's up, man.
It's funny until it's, you know, it becomes personal.
Right.
But I guess until it doesn't seem like, you know, the whole media thing is gonna come crashing down. So.
It's all good, man. Hey, look, Rap Man, thank you for calling in, guys. And Rap Man.
Yeah, I'll try not to be a stranger.
That's what's up, man. Give it up for my man Rap, y'all. He's teaching the world. All right, Rap.
All right, Sam.
No doubt, man. It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. Let me bring a call in before my phone line cut off. Hey, Kim, how you doing, lady? You got something you want to say? Hey, Kim. Kim. I think this is Kim. Hello? All right, I bought somebody. I thought that was Kim. I bought her back. Well, fine. I got a couple minutes before we end the show. Look, man. Let's not. All of it's not a joke, okay? This conversation could be a lot longer than 2 hours, man. We could be talking for a while. Let me see what Laura's talking about. What's up, Laura? Laura says you stupid. I think I know what you're talking about, Laura. I think I know what you're talking about. You know how I could go. You know, I'm a reporter / journalist / comedian. You get a lot of slashes when you come to this show. I don't want us to make too light of stereotypes. Some stereotypes, right? They keep people from being employed. Right? Some stereotypes make you have to navigate through life a little differently. And if you're ever in a position where you are a decision maker, right? you have to step back from stereotypes and really check yourself. Be like, look, am I making this decision based on a stereotype in my head about this person? That's all I'm saying. We must be able to recognize that we do have stereotypes in our heads. That's all I'm saying. Look, if all I accomplished tonight was somebody thought, like, you know what, stereotypes, it doesn't make you a racist because you have stereotypes in your brain. We got to, you know what? I want to start fighting against political correctness too. We got to start knocking political correctness in the ass because political correctness is screwing us up. See, political correctness makes it so we can't talk about things. And people walk around with stuff in their head and they never get to express it. They never get it out. They never have a debate. Why? Because they can't talk about it. Why? Because political correctness. This show right here, I'm not going to hate speech, and I'm not going to I never call for violence against anyone. But damn it, everything else goes. All right? Everything else goes because if you can't talk safely here, what can you talk safely? You know, if we can't talk about it here, what's the point? Network TV, they're going to censor everything they talk about. On the internet, we should be able to talk about these issues and feel comfortable talking about them. As long as it's not in the spirit that you want to hurt people, what the heck? Come on, man. That's what we for. Right? That's what it's for, man. Acting professional is not acting white. And acting ignorant is not acting black. And hip-hop is everywhere. In every community. I saw a Vietnamese girl. I think she was Vietnamese. A video on YouTube, a Vietnamese girl checking this other girl about his shoes. I know you did it. I know your shoes. No, girl, what you talking about? She was like Shanae. When I say Shanae, I don't mean, I'm talking about Martin Lawrence. Old Marty Mark, when he played Shanae on the Martin Lawrence show. She sounds just like her. And when was the last time I saw a Martin Lawrence show? I know it come on syndication, but I'm saying she was too young to know who Shanae was or is. So I'm saying these stereotypes have festered into society. You go anywhere and meet a Shanae. It's Shanae's in Kentucky, in the version of a white girl in Kentucky that's 300 pounds. There's a Shanae in probably in some protected land that's Native American. Talk just like Shanae. I'm just saying, it's everywhere. You can find an Auntie Fee in upstate New York. And you can find a white guy, very uptight, in the body of a black man in D.C. I know because I found him. Be like, what's up, man? What's going on? Oh, excuse me? I'm not your brother. All right? Let's get back to the interview, Mr. Black. All right? Let's get back to it. Damn it, I'm here for this. I wanted to talk to you about this. Darn it, Mr. Black. You know, just like that. I'm like, I thought you was cool, bro. I didn't know that you were, like, well, don't assume. I got into an argument with a guy I thought was cool with me. Well, not an argument. I stopped dealing with him. Why? He was a nice guy. He was kind of good for business in a way. But it really bothered me because he said one day, I don't have any brothers. I have no brothers. Like, damn, that's messed up, man. As hard as it is out here, I don't hear white guys saying they don't have brothers. Why you gotta say shit like that? To this day, he don't understand why I was upset. But I also had to learn. I had to learn that a lot of black guys, every black guy you see is black. Some black guys don't want to be black. Black is not a color. Well, black doesn't exist. And, he was all hybrid. Black is this and black is that. And you don't understand. Well, black is this and black is that. And you're in a slave mentality.
90 seconds.
You're in a slave mentality that you think that black people need to all stick together. And boy, I'm like, well, damn it, man. I'm like, damn it, man. Shit, if we don't have each other back, I'm just saying you should have my back. No. I was like, it's racial discrimination. I'm discriminating against white guys if I have your back. What? So, like, here's the way he was looking at it. And he's entitled to look at it that way. I was thinking stereotypically.
60 seconds.
I was thinking stereotypically, like he had my back. That he was my brother, but he was not my brother. He didn't look at brothers. So I was like, you know what? I think everybody's my brother till they screw me over. Y'all feel me? Everyone's my brother except for my sisters. And everyone's my sister till they screw me over. Then you not my brother and my sister no more. Then you somebody else. I don't know who you are. All right, man. Well, that's just me speaking freely. I'm going to keep it real with you. But I know it's not. It's the people don't want to admit it, man. In D.C., where I'm at, you meet all types of people. It's a melting pot. The government contractors, government brings a lot of different jobs, a lot of diversity. Stereotypes are everywhere. Don't let stereotypes rule your life, though. That's all I got, man. Damn, this thing is really throwing me off. Let me end this episode. All right, Blog Talk Radio people, it's about to cut off anyway. Thank you for being here. Go to IamTimBlack.com. Go to TimBlackTV.com for the show. And subscribe to Tim's Take Live on YouTube. Peace.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
So that's the radio version, the call in. So we're no longer gonna be able to call in. But if you chat, if you got a comment, if you got a comment, I can still check your comments, and I still got the chat room. And guys, it's like the longer I go, the more people can be coming to the show. What's up, Robbie? Robbie, Ollie 36999. What's up, Ollie? The cola of Chloe. The cola of Chloe. What up? The chola of Chloe. I don't know, guys. We deal with a lot of stereotypes. Not all stereotypes are bad, and if you look at them in a joking way, you know, if we could take them as a joke, that'd be fine. But when people start making decisions based on what your kids, how your kids are going to be educated, come on, guys. Shit gets real quick. It gets real quick. So what happens when your stereotypes, the stereotypes that are laid on you, because you had nothing to do with them, right? You got to spend your whole life battling them. Like I gotta, you know the difference between how I get treated when I'm dressed like this, and when I'm wearing a polo and some Timberlands. There's a huge difference. It's probably not as stark a difference as when the white guy's dressed like this and when he's wearing cutoffs. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. So we know it's not the same. I'm not here to make it the same. I'm not here to pretend it's the same. That's not this type of show. Here, we keep it real. We know, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. The sisters at the job, black women at the job, get treated differently. Because deep inside of some people, they're thinking if they get you incorrect or get you upset, you going to flash out, get loud. That's a go-to stereotype for black women, right? Some women live up to it. Some guys live up to a thug life. Some white guys live up to being bigots. But it's not all, right? It's not all. So, hell. Shout out to everybody who tuned into the show tonight. We're all individuals. We want to be treated that way, but we all got to deal with stereotypes. All you can do, my best advice, is to recognize that everyone has stereotypes. Everyone has to fight against them. There are white guys who hate being seen as bigots who are not. There are black guys who get tired of being looked at as thugs. There are black women who hate being shoehorned into this thing where they're loud and belligerent when they're not, when they aren't. At least they don't consider themselves to be. Then we got people who live up to stereotypes, because they are programmed to by the crap they watch on TV. They need to get out of that. That's not an idol. No. Loud and obnoxious is no way to go through life. Right? You got to be able to talk with more than your hands. Knocking people out is not a business. It's not a good way. It's not a good business strategy, unless you are a boxer. You're going to be in a box or sell. We know these things, right? All right. Thank y'all for calling in, man. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Tomorrow, we're going to do a relationship show. All right? Last Sunday, I didn't do a show. I took a day off. I'm not taking a day off tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be Relationship Sunday, damn it. And you know what? Y'all need to be here because some of y'all relationships are jacked up. You better call in and talk about something relationship related. And I believe that's a very important show because you know why? Because the quality of your relationship is directly in line with how the quality of your life. That's what I believe. Feel me? Yeah. If you got bad relationships, you're gonna have a bad life. I'm sorry. Look, relationships are so important. I mean, relationship with your mom, relationship with your kids, relationship with your spouse, relationship with your job, relationship with your relationships are everything. What else is there? And some people don't even pay attention to it. They're more concerned with how much money they got. They're more concerned with what their car look like. They're more concerned with superficial things. So be here tomorrow, 9 o'clock, TimBlackTV.com, and we'll talk about it. Shout out to Meerkat people. Let's play some music and get out of here. We've been here over 2 hours. I don't want to keep y'all much longer. But I do think we need to start taking the show longer, back to 2-hour format. If you can't stay that long, I understand. But there are people who join us late, and they've been hitting me up. I got a couple emails. They're like, Tom, an hour's too short. Shoot, go 2 hours. Some people doing 3 and 4 hour shows on YouTube, on the internet. Some people do 5-hour shows. I don't know how they do a 5-hour show. Because they're drinking 5-hour energy and they do a 5-hour show. All right, let's play some music and bounce. Thank y'all for being here. Tim Black. Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am. True. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black. All right, and if you're interested in being a sponsor on my show, check it out. Tonight's show was brought to you by Monster Energy Drinks. If you want to have energy to get through those tough tasks with no crash, get Monster. This could be your product I'm talking about. You hear that? So hit me up at timstake2@gmail.com. Damn, this Monster's good. I might not sleep for another 6 hours. See you tomorrow. Insert product brand there. Hey, man. It's a business. Later, y'all. Good night, Laura. You crazy, girl. Peace, Meerkat. Later, y'all. Be safe. All right, YouTube. Tim Black's Wolfpack. Hey, come, everybody in my Wolfpack, please go to my Facebook. Speak on it group. I need you. Yeah. All right. On the 12th day of Christmas, my new love said to me. Chat room. Still going, man. Thanks for y'all support, man. I appreciate it.